Anyway, putong ani ukhatun na dong bam gai me students bang hai starting the class at the boy kure kahok tong suni. Is it from class 6? Okay, 6 to 12 or 6 to 11. That is a crowd. Ne. What do we want to do in life? Nang ni tong panti ka school ko na ba mi hai taboy suni na school ko na ba mi tong sao? Yes, students. Nang ni taboy suni na school ko na ba mi tong sao? Is it because you want to become successful in your life, or is it because nang school ho ko li away tike apuy kana apure to ko magtenu magay to mezang ko kubam tong ni. Ko magini. Nang ni school ko na ba mi with a purpose and with a vision. School ko ba mi tong ni? That's great. Mita hogay he ko may titi a school ko na ba mi ha atong panti ko success su khang ra magay ti atong vision hay na lana atong determination hay na lana school ko na ba mi tong day to wait that's very good tigi thau ko mi tha students ko ma encounter sumak to ra magay students gan sa to school ko zi to school ko ni mag to kumay tigi kapuy kana kapuri na pressure su tina ra magay ti katong uncles aunties ra katong relatives pang ra school ko magay ti nu makhay ko ni dithe to nam pu ko to mitong that way of schooling nang ko makuwa mitong ay ti no school ko na ba mi ani u khanggai khangde ani tong panti success u khangde kumna na ba masay gang khat na tong pressure ko nang school ko ba mitong ko ne to no nang success u khang kong pani de kumeti ke nang school ko ni na ba mi a school ko na ba mi kaboto na kada man khat atong vision ta ramete I retamp meta active su khang ko na ba mitong e to mitong mindset ta mego ina students pang tanay la wo tam dak masalaw ni mitong pe kumna na kaluwai dana ani tong organizing committee ra mate school tong mitong program lang no na ba mitong committee pang tatun ku we ka jang tu career counseling tong program hai na mi gan ka we often invite the parents ko mi gan ka sa he parents pang to invite sulaw na parents pang wang sui na wang law mi kang tatun ku we but committee ki program kan sa rin na tu career counseling kan so mi kan ko students na ta ko ma ka long mitong program ni attend sulaw we committee ki ani career counseling team mi gan ko puipu pang kang ne pa ina ka ge na ye to meta ma realize we ka tu ani tong society ani tong culture hai ani every decision making ka ani puipu pang hai pa ina involve sa mitong society ko kuma lunge kom tena ani puipu pang ta kuma invite sulaw meta kalwai dina kuma tun ku meta kuma salaw ni mitong kumna na what is career, what is your aim in life mitong basic ko te ai kai ni tong ram khai ko mai tike nang neo ragwang ra ni tong panti hai damlaw mi hai with a purpose damlaw tong ngai to me nang ne lum maksal student pang lum ne lum ma lum me ni ani ta ragwang ra na masai mi go ina ta damlaw mi ha mi tong kandiram ko damlaw mi ha ka tong purpose ka tong plan na damlaw tong ngai to we mi tong plan le mi tong purpose ani lungpat kho to te nang tong career hai nsum mi kha nang khang tilaw mai tong nang tong interest te buiso nang tong potential hai damagete nang tong intelligence te buiso nang tong personality hai te buiso to me to identify su palana nang career nsuk me khotat gore to wait hai ragwang ra ani tong panti khang purpose tilaw me ta ani lunglian pangam pane to we lum ne luma Lamini, ragwang na tilaw mo tong purpose ani lungsoy na lungko to tete we need to take an informed career decision. Informed career decision hello law kane to wait ani tong panti ka ragwang damlaw mo tong purpose ani lunglian na lungpangam pune to mitene ko masalaw ni mitong tay. But class 6, 7, 8 ho nang ne ko tina alang kama ko ne let's focus to this class 9, 10, 11 students tawa song presentation beautiful song kuma kane release wala kante mitong group kara magete 9, 10, 11, 12 kuna ba may pangta katina when you seriously think about for your career nang tong career hetan kakhat megan ka I understand a lot of confusion nang ne ko mane nang ne tong mind ko ta confusion azu ne wang bam nuwe because right after class 10 pa to ani tension ma nga la magay tite kuma azor na dilaw me ko ta ani follow so na school ha kuma ku guy sit na ku kay kuma tike right after your class 10 ani tong students sa mitong pantika we encounter lots of crossroad kumni ko ma because we have a confusion whether we should be taking an art streams whether we should be taking for a science whether we should be whether we should offer commerce mitong confusion sometimes we are bombarded with so many opinions from our teachers say this is good but your parents say this is good your uncles and aunties say this is good sometimes your friends have different opinion and you have a friends nang tong classmate a very dear friend a very close friends nang high school class 1 to class 10 nang ko makutaw to and that friend of yours would love to like decided to take science. Whereas nang science ko to interest mak to kay nang pamipui nang tong best friend re nang pamipu nang tong close friend re science lo na shilong takani the to mikhaw nang ni okay science na kang nang kahame subject ram ge kumeti ke nang pamire lo mi jang kre lo tat me ko mai se because you are very so much of crossroad kuma encounter se me gan the ma class 11 pang tu thai diang bam ko ne ta class 11 ku ta we solution su in so lo ko me perform su lo ko me pang ta nang ne ko right class 10 loi par up to me gan ko ta confusion pa ina ne ari ko ne me tong confusion ko ite nang ne overcome su la na ta we you nang ne tong stream ni lo na ba me tong kon the me gan ko that's crossroad hai pa ina riu the class 10 loi rap to me gan ko arts lo ko ne science lo ko ne commerce lo ko ne apu pu running me bai ining me bai atong uncles aunties running me bai me tong confusion hai pa ina ko magwang me tong nai the class 12 loi the rate again another crossroad class 12 loi me gan ka to boi tong professional course ko takai ko to ramage te I exam tho ko ne ramate a general line ta ko ne so much of confusion ko me te ki antau gan ko tho apa ina ni dai thau me tong khao to kho ani tau hai career counseling and ani khang si kai mi gan khao tau ani doctor dang tan mi gan ko doctor in a blindly ani khang puti me ge first of all they ani blood sample lo na ani ta blood test we blood test me tang o nang tong lai no hai the to me tong diagnose tang me tang tru pu ani khang ti likewise now tau hai ani tong dai thau mi gan ko ne tao tho thau ko me rena career confusion sulana thau ko me khang to confuse mak bam no there right after class 10 I'm going to take this subject and right after this I'm going to do this I'm going to do that to me tong kani tong career path and tan chek thiang me students ne ko nai na bam ko ne ko me ti ke a student many students rena thok me tong crossroad ko pai na ko ma confuse me ga nai the there we need a counselor there we need a person who can guide us career guidance so everyone can give it. Your elders, your sisters, your elder brothers, make a way to career guidance in a way. But then a career counseling rin again. I'm nang nitong confusion na megan gota. Now we have a very standardized tools. Standardized sumitong tools kat naite. There here we call it psychometric test. Ni nang psychometric test lang minani maksang. Okay, thako mirror career ko if you're really serious about everyone should be serious about a career do. Oh my god, na rin may tong career ko do serious ni may tong tay. Kung thako mirror na career confusion na now we can do a test called psychometric test ni. May tong psychometric test a certified career counselor pangdang ko kung masunuwe. Kung na mitong nang ni confusion sa sak mitong nae te mitong psychometric test sa sumegan ko nang tong interest sa buiti so nang tong intelligence sa buiti so nang tong personality sa buiti so to mit test sa panete test la na as per your interest as per your intelligence or as per your personality nang tong personal hay ka huay tong area ko ta check sa la na nang kang career recommends sa panete that we can do it. Now unless we have a contact with our founder or with our principal ni thako mai rin ang neutong future how right after the after this program ni koma zang ani nang thako mai psychometric test ne to tene koma sunu wa dang ko de of course komite ke psychometric test ko to financial involvement not kom nai pne koma test su ka ne to te nang ne tong career ta ni mitong sang ko ta nang tong intelligence diagnose supne nang tong personality ha check supne nang tong interest ha check supne kom na mitong say nang khang career recommend supne the mitong career recommend sa me ko ta ko matanu the to mitene ko masalaw ni mitong the kom na we all need to know even our parents ni as students ani retire law no me ko ani tong career ha ko me to we nang tong career ha informed career decisions law susui maglana tao hai mera mirina science law po hiki tuna science law me ko mai o kai ning kai gai mira arts law po hiki tuna arts law me ko mai mera me kai medical sam mum thai kai nen sam la kho to me ko mai ramite me kai mera me kai engineering sam mum thai kai nen sam la kho to me ani informed career decision ta law sui maglana mera mira suba me tong thiang ko ta ani lai luai lana of course all this so na ba me ko khang ta success ani me jang ko so na ba me tong e ko me ti ke no tong intelligence ta no tong interest ta no tong potential ta ani overlook salana meram re subamita guiding tha ka ni mites lai luai la kho to me tong ko lai luai ma kho to re na to ani kang success me raw to kom tin la ta standardize me tong tools pang hai ne ko ma pa thai ta me te ma luai da na saloni me tong e kom la na Ani hai career ta education process is quite expensive. Ani pui po students pang reni thai lo ai nang le ko thai lo mi ta lo ni me rena know that your parents has spending a lot for you ni nang le pui pu re sen dui pai ne nang le ko spend suna ba mi tong the tha ko me kai thu nai mai na spend ba me ni nai bam no we ko me ke tha ko me kai thu tu khang jang khang se ni mi ka goi te sacrifice lo na nang le tong education tong expenditure khang ti na ba mi tong parents azu ni nai na ba mi tong the mi tong value te ne ma students pang thai la wo tam te ne ma sa lo ni mi tong e ko me kha education trong process ko ta nang career informed decision lo sui lana nang tong tani mi tong sang ta nang khang sono rap to me ta phu palana nang careers and samme te mi tong education process ko sian kai ka mi ka goi ta it is an investment day the way pu bang ko ta ne ko masalaw ni mi te investment day ko me ti ki ta he school ko na bam he nang tong career informed decision lo maglana nang tong interest ka ta bui te so nang tong potential ka ta bui te so nang tong personality akhang sono ni mi tong career ka ta bui te so to me thai maglana chup ma pang ko man sam ma ba mi tong line ko ta sam ma ba mi tong e te all the financial involvement mi tong education process ko involved so kai me ka goi te it is an expenditure to it into the ne Automatic any recurring informed decision hello three na lumi khota sendui kai ka me ka wai te it is an investment ani ko na khara man ka return phang da pani de te mi te nek masala ni mi tong the kumdala na ai kuma tong career counseling session attend law na ba mini kan sa na bam no we sumak mini bam no we ko ma lumak da kuma session program ko metala we de we te ko ma YouTube ko mai how that mi tong khat kanai ni ko ma how la we ko ma thak ko me YouTube ko king law me ko me nai ti ni content hen sap ma e ne ko ma ning bam no we ko me ti ki ai ko ma career counseling ta me kan ko very basic tong knowledge ni allow pang ko ma ti thain thalaw ni na ko ma so na ba mi ti ne sa ko we lo da ni mi tong e what is work, what is job, and what is career? Mitong difference Thai la wo tam takom salaw ni especially for my students. So what is a work? We feel or we think many a times we think that work, job, career is all the same. Here we are not doing a job counseling. We are doing a career counseling. So there is a huge lots difference of what is work, job, and career. What is work? Work to me to buiso to me tak masalaw niya very basic. Work to me to anything that which you do voluntarily without getting paid, that we call it as work. To me ho tao hai ani tong binchong program loi megan khao. We feel like we need to clean out this hall because there's some wrappers that just throw it down by some of the students. Like example khao. May te ani hai ka sun than pa kho tu na sun than pa mai ko ma kai te kai kho dishes washing a dishes at home nang kai to na kan kwak sa buang na tu tang mi tang phiaw mai ko mai that we call it as work. May te did you get paid for it? Did you get paid for it? No, that we call it as work. Kometike, what is a job? Job is anything that which you do just for the sake of being paid. Kometike ani uta lunga ba mi ha gang khat ne profession akhat ne so mi gan khaw mai go ina hai sendui ke ge nai mi ro na de the ai counselors na ba me pui ni sendui ke ge nai de thauko me ren pastors na ba mi ne sendui ke ge nai de ajo na ba mi ne sendui ke ge nai IS officers na ba mi pu ni sendui ke ge nai doctors na ba mi ne sendui he ke ge nai ni lok mi tong society hai ni ko megan ko anything that which you do just for the sake of being paid kalam to ani sendui he ke ge mag mi tu sien he ko ma generate sunu me bam nai ra bit hai nu the to mi tong intensity mi tong concept ko renang tan ta ne to that we call it as work. But very important thing is what is a career then? Career ke to puiso to wait career is something that which you have an interest nang interest nai khang and which you also have an ability nang tan pangam itong ability te ne nang khang nai khang and which you also get paid for it nang ko me ma sen dui ni phang pane the de we nang interest ni nai khang nang interest nai mitun de tan me gan ko nang interest nai mitun to enjoy sup ni sup lak sao interest nai mitun ha supani na ni ani interest na ka ne te ani tong tan na bam ko ta enjoy supani he kum dala na again ability ni nai khang nang tan ngam mi ability he ni nai khang nang interest na la na nang ability ma te ni nu ma ka No, that the tini nung magay. Nang ability na ibang sini interest magay to tini nang excel sungam ni tong magay. Kung megan ko ano career hai what is a career to wait any profession that which you take nang profession akan nang take up so megan ko nang which you have an interest which you should have an interest nang interest na mi bam ko te nang puni tong te and which you also look at your very important your aptitude nang tong aptitude nang tong intelligence nang tong ability nang ano check so ne de ni kumla na and finally which you get paid for it kumi to job ko to nang interest na ni interest mang ni than ko kuma tan dap sen dui khang tong mentality khang ko ta ne to sian phang bam nu dai ke nang khang nai lom me nai ni tong ra ma nang satisfaction nai ni tong ra ma nang sen dui nai bam sni nang tong tan da khan se enjoy sni tong ra ma many people nowadays tao gan ko job satisfaction to mitong hai pai na ko man sai de sono na bam te chen ani lungsi mi pang rito ani lungsi mi pang rito chen dui nai te ko ma ram goi overcome so kan pungai to ne ne ka khat law me kan ko nai no it is not like that ko mai te ke nang tan na bam ko ta nang interest nai me bam ko ta ne phu me to the and most importantly nang tong ability nang tan ngam me tong aptitude te nai me bam ko ta ne phu me to we and at the end of the day you will get paid for it that we call it as a career ko mai te nang ne tong panti ka nang ne dai thao me kan ka ta students pang in particular what is work job career me tong difference ko ma students pang in particular nang ne thai kon heading ini so we'll try that our life will end up in a career yeah okay mi te khathe kom na me kalang ka thop de ko ma thai law me da ka hawe ko ma very unfortunate fact I saw lapane which is very common in Tamanglong I'm not very sure about here in Noni area ne ko me guess I'm from Tamanglong I know the problems there unfortunately our eldest brothers and sisters to lo ani sai bung pang ani sai lu pang they will go they will go to Shillong they will go to Delhi they will go to Mumbai they will go to Chennai Bangalore ani tong further study khang they'll go to big metropolitan cities pang khao ram get cities that koi lading sam ta thena ne lading sam ta metan sam ne san sam ta the and kai gwang da the without ani career counseling has sui na sulau te mak me tho ko me ti ke kani ong gan dai na tino dai na kai gwang da me gan ko tho we feel very uneasy to keep demanding money from our parents for our pocket money ni pocket money ang ta ni pu ko sia nai tan mong to me zak te na so what they do is they unfortunately many of our youths is so-called educated youth me our brothers and sisters they ending up their life in job you got the meaning committed to how they just work for the sake of just being paid see and took again I to me took ma tan thina committed they don't have happiness they don't kani ko the job tan ba me bam ko ta kani job satisfaction ma kasi so to overcome that problem or not nang ni rina thomi tong kind of problem the encounter so the makang sai ha career counseling so na ba me tong the committed to any career choose so me gan ka there are some factors that which you need to put in your mind very important committed which I have mentioned earlier that number one ko to nang tong interest area ta tabuy ti so to me ano career decision pu me gan ka ano career pu me gan ka you have to be very particular with your interest area interest me thai thani interest means something that which you like or something that which you enjoy doing it that we call it as interest ni nang committed te tho na atong interest area he tabuy ti so to me na atabuy tong bam ko tabuy tong area ko ta interest nai bo to me to ani amu makhang the and again committed ke mitong interest sang ta kum da tang me gan ka o a khaw tabuy tong aptitude he nai bo tabuy tong area ko atong intelligence a different kind of intelligence I come a session he ta kai te kuma so kai pane committed te atong intelligence atong aptitude he tabuy tong area ko atong aptitude he nai bo atong intelligence he tabuy ko nai bo to me te ne check so me to the let me committed ke I so committed kuma interest based on a career he choose no maga kalam to kom bot interest change from time to time okay something which is constant is your ability or your aptitude to kuma constant so the tong life ko ni kuma tawang me gan ka kuma ite ke interest so just example interest change from time to time to make you so me gan ka nang class 6 7 ko ram say sports ko kuma interest na hak bumite class 9 10 ko da me gan ko me ko ta interest ka na drop suma me gan na ni kumni ko ma kung gati 9, 10 ko kuna ba mi ko tayo ng 11, 12 ko da mi kagan ko ta na interest mark mi na kung may tikito overall ng type na mitong area ko to interest na ite to mita that is one very important that you need to look at your interest ang tong interest area ito buito so to mita ano pupar kang Aniu atong interest area heta buitun de so to meto aniu phupa khang me that is very important ko kanai da me kha atong aptitude heta buite bo to buitong intelligence ko ai su sui bo to mete ne aniu phu me to we kalam to kom bo to me gan kha aniu hai again ka subject choose megan ka aniu learning some megan ko further study and some ta megan ka taw hai class 11 12 hai loi pagaye te nang class 10 hai loi pagaye te to bui thang college ta ko to bui thang atong further study hai ta ko to metong question hai wangai pune the wangai megan ko apami pui ri thang shillong ta kana metho ani shillong ta kani the te me ko mai ramagta apami pui to bangalore kai kani the te na bangalore ta kani the te ma no that mitong decision jo te lo da khangla ma kai ko mai te ki tho atong interest area hai to bo atong aptitude atong intelligence area hai to bo and based on that akhang to bui khote suno pani bo to me te ani lo me to the te me te ne kuma salong me to nge kumla na taw hai example khang luson me tong example I so pani de luson me ko I interest pa na nai to something to do with singing ho ai pa na interest nai the kuma luson me ni interest nai the lungking me ni interest nai the meram reswan na ba me kuma zao na ba me ni interest nai the that is an interest something to do with singing something to do with music atong interest na kumai ke to do I have an ability do I have an aptitude for that ma kumai ke luson sui ni ma interest area to I ka ha me lang to nai the kumai ke ako aptitude hena ni ma lu sun sui me kha a singer so khang ako aptitude te ma ge te ako good vocal hai ma ge te we thai I lu ka me ta swan ngam mak lu ano me ta swan ngam ma different type of tunes ko ta alo pangam mak tu kane te do you think I'll be a good singer no komete te any interest area khona rin any career choose sunu magai to mete ne kom salong me tong but again many of our boys and girls when we have a career counseling when I ask about what is their kani nang ni tong career hai ta boi tong suni bo tu me gan ko nang ni tong future ko ta boi tong line ko ta go ni bo nang ni tong career hai ta boi ko ta go ni bo te most of the boys and girls ni interest based khona rin ne kani hai kama so te football hai ka ha hai na komete I want to become a footballer many boys ni malus one me ta ka the singer kum tat me ni nai te me ko ta nang interest area te to yes we have to consider komete ke nang to most important samira nang ko aptitude hai na ni ma nang ko skills na ni ma nang ko potential na ni ma nang ko ability na ni ma to me ta ani me ta overlook so ka ne te we te ani success so nga mage tem tak masalaw ni mi tong the kumdalana again ani tong personality ani something that which we need to look at personality kan sa rina combo ani personality means like your pattern of thinking your feelings your behaving ni nang tong behavior hay to gwa ani katit na kheno meni na ye some profession kan sa rina ho where communication is very important profession kan sa arena communication so hak masani ko computer dang ko na ka dung na enjoy ko ma tanu me tong profession tong career ni na kai de ko me te ken nang tong personality khang suno ni me te ne overlook sanu magay te ne ko masalaw ni me tong ne kumla na another point na students pang khang ko ma focus salaw ni me na know your family income ni ani tong family income ni thai ni de to ani career decision lo me kan ka ko me gan ka akom bot ke nang tani hak mitong sang ta shendui ma kena I sacrifice to the mitong ta ram mage mitini oh yes that also we need to consider it comment ke nang wetani hak mitong line ko ta nang tong financial issue na ye financial issue na mi gan nai bam no the mitini ni consider sune de kum sune nang excel so kane te taw taw tong zu khaw ram mage ani kong provision apai na government tong scholarship ne pai na nai de mitini ko ani jang ane te ma discuss no de comment ke ani school ku na ba me gan nang ni career students sung career suna nang li pursue sa megan ka we should never forget our family income ni apuya putong income may azu nai bo apuya putong earning may azu nai bo and based on that ani tong behavior ani tong expenditure puthe pon pi pon rai puthe ani tong demand puthe hai ka wai ten ani tong family income ten ani thai tan pani de tam ten students pang ko ma remind law ni mi tong e kumla na nang pagot ni mi tong course ni course duration lakang ki class taw 11 12 kuna ba may 11 kuna ba may panghay right after 11 12 I could kutang megan kau 12 loy up to megan kau I'm going to pursue this course to na nang decision akat course kata pursue suang nang kakhat lo the kakhat lawai te mi tong pursue so ni me I think kom azu lo pani bo katong course duration hai kom tin kom azu dang I arona atong earning ka hau no pani ta that we need to study by yourself that you need to do a lot of research ni Mite ne nang tong course duration azu law ni bo mite time taken for your completion of your course mite ne nang neo amu law no mage ta mite salaw mi tonge kumla na training institute am get to buitang college available so pani bo hai ka gwai te ne now you need to do a lot of research kuma nang ne time ang megan ko you can approach your teachers and also you can approach nowadays kuma counselor ni naibam de hin ne kuma you can approach to many of the career counselor available so me khone kuma approach no way them de ne kuma salaw mi tonge kumla na akadari na ani to personality hai students pang kuma salaw de ni merina ani tong personality hai lakan ke nang civil service exam ram te UPSC exam thoni me puwam ko nei te nang UPSC ko rena success me man sai pang kota take don't feel shy to take the kan tong experts pang tong opinions ram te advice ani lo kham mizak no magai te we kumla na nang doctor suniye te medical doctor suniye te medical doctor puta re umigan ka mitong lam te ne kuman mizak manga ne than kang ka ge nai the or ram ge te nang banker suniye te bank ko tan tan ba mi khota mitong lam ko te nang than ka mizak reo nang entrepreneurship nang businessman phok me suniye te business ko success na ba me pang ko te ne nang than ka mizak reo to me te ne salaw ni mi dong e kumai te taking the help of an expert is very important and it's motivates so these are some of the points that which I want you to remember while choosing a career. Is that clear, students? Okay, here comes a very important points I mentioned career choice so ni mai nang tong interest amu ri tha tu the ni nang tong aptitude means nang tong intelligence so tong thi dai mi te amu ma khang the umla nang tong personality te ni nang aware so me to the umla nang kai tong family income tha me to we ram ge te nang tagot ni me tong course setting kom azu si lo pani bo to me tong time duration te ni nang aware so me to we haina ra mag mai nang ra tani mi tong course ko ta nang sa mi tong line ko ta success me man sai pang ko ta approach ko mizak real to me te na kuma summarize na kuma saloni mi tong te kumdala na antaw I want to talk about this I want to go specific and I want to go details on this intelligence part ne intelligence where we call it as aptitude. I will be speaking about 5 different intelligence. Mitong intelligence ka nang kang guide mita tabuy te so to mita class 9, 10, 11 to 11 ni ram te 6, 7 nang ne ko mangking sui nang king laude or very specific so na to class 9, 10, 11, 12 ni nang ne to nang ne kang pai na ke ge na pinite kalam tu tahu hai 6, 7, 8 kata kene tung interest sakma fluctuate ni kama sugai mai pune kene tung intelligence tahu sobam ni kau katina kene kong gento mitong capacity hai nai bam pungai tike mangking sui neng king ngau kumeke I want to focus for the students of class 9 and above ni kau and including the parents ani puipu pang ni I so committee ko ma ani tong no tong career decision making tho ani puipu pang tong involvement ne pa ina gaye ko mesang ko na ko puipu pang ko tani ko masalaw ni mitong te ko na ani tong intelligence different type of intelligence na ye to ko ma number 1 ko rena linguistic intelligence song lam ko masalaw ni linguistic intelligence to me hai thako me khang ko ma gai na nai bam no the thako me khang raw mai na ni nai bam no we ko me ti nang tong intelligence ko gai mitun ta nang tong career na kasiam tho to tong the ne career counselor pang re so me to ko me tu thai ta linguistic intelligence ko me ta so tong bo to me gan ko thako me khang to linguistic intelligence or dominance mai linguistic intelligence pa ina different type of intelligence na ye which I will be speaking in details me ko ta akhang to tong intelligence gai mai bo me tong intelligence ko ai ke atong career hai ko mata got me gai pung thai to me te right after the session nang ne ko ma decision hai lo ka ne te ko ma gai ran the me te linguistic potential or we call it as linguistic intelligence me pang we ha kombo ke me pang hai mi pang hai they will be very skillful in using words kani let's talk me ko kani so sweet ne thai to linguistic intelligence na mi pang ne kani hai kuma skillful so ne thai let's talk me ko so sweet ne thai kumla na sensitive to the meanings man sai kan khare la so mi gan ka kum so ni na lat kang tong ka bo ni kan ko ma bahap to ngam mi tong kan sensitive so mi tong nai the communication kan so so ipne the la so mi tong ko so so ipne the la so mi tong kan ra ma ke kan hi mi ko puni anything to do with language kan ho ko so so ipne the linguistic intelligence na me no pang he ne kum na as a students nang students na lung thau mi gan ko kan tong activities ra ko bo to ke they enjoy reading all kinds of materials textbook tung knowledge koner among my textbook tung book tung knowledge among my extra reading among enjoy sapane to linguistic intelligence or dominance me pangani linguistic intelligence or the guide me pangai kuma reading extra reading kone nang interest na pne kumna na nang ne ko ideas akhat nai khang nang ne ko opinions khat nai me gan ka kumda me gan ko it's easy for you to explain your opinions your ideas to others in such a way that you make them understand ni man sai kan sa re to kan ko ideas kan sa nai se ne to ma explain so pa da me gan ko ani bahap to ma kum to me tong ko ni kum nai ne mak sa Naini. But this a person, a students dominant with this linguistic potential, it's easy for them to explain the ideas to others. They enjoyed reading all kinds of materials, and as a student, school activities they enjoy participating in debate competition, extempore speech, storytelling competition, public speaking event interest clear linguistic intelligence me ke gento hine komai te pui pu pang khone ani no tamakwa tha milwan ko ano kho to boitong intelligence sai gai mai bo to me te ani ka than sap lo kho to na kuma details ko kuma sana ba mi tong the ra ma ta kuma gai na ne kuma an rong la sana ba mi tong the komai te wai thai linguistic potential just example nang class ko students ka chu the nang ka you feel that nang ka atao so kai ka me tong activities pang ka goi ko ta nang enjoy so he te lo ko he komai te nang tong life ko nang taboy tong career ko nang choose no bo nang taboy tong career ko choose no poni bo students yeah be responsive nang laso height me pu het lo kho lere khi sui me pu lere khi height me pu het lo kho komna nang debate competition ko kumai example speech storytelling competition he ko metong event pang ko nang enjoy so te school tong activities pang ko ne komai tite mitong intelligence nang ko gai ma e tite nang dai thau mi gan ko taboy tong career ko tanuk pni bo let's also me pang let make it simple then let's also me pang taboy tong career choose no pni bo yes, can be a lawyer, teachers, exactly, motivational speaker, exactly. Tango. Yeah, there are lots of careers are there. Let's time you can work. You can be a right. Let's also you can work in any of the media platform. Yes or no? Ni nang news readers sunu the, journalists sunu the, nang lawyer kini sunu the, teachers sunu the. Career ha pai na nai the ko me te ani tung intelligence sai line ani career chu so kho to tong da ken to de ne ko me te you can be a teacher, you can be a political scientist, you can be a script writer, you can be a translator. Career pai na nai the me te are you clear with this linguistic intelligence da kanai te kanai mi kha ko me te tang king sui nang king la wo to me a kho to boi tung intelligence gai mai bo to me te nang ne ro na self analyze wo ne ko me te kanai mi ko rena kanai mi tung intelligence la da ni me rena analytical logical potential analytical logical intelligence intelligence kanai mizan rine ne make your combo ke it is this opposite of that linguistic intelligence I saw kamitong opposite the he to tho me khane rina la so mo interest ma khai tu ne kaneo dang ko dung rama me mong hai mai na ko ro bam tene kane interest ma ko zote me pange ne kaneo ha combo te ke kaneo ko interest nai ma kaneo ko susui me ke to boi support ke kaneo ko reasoning skills ka wita ni kaneo analytical logical reasoning hai pang ko kaneo susui he to wa kaneo ka khan me ka reasoning ka ram with application of logic ni kaneo tong intelligence how the intelligence work kaneo reasoning ka susui pne the ram che logical thinking ka susui pne the application of logic kaneo susui pne the kumna na calculation ka susui pne the analysis situation ka pa megan ko ai ko mai te kum te na ko ne kum dare te ko tong solution hai kum pat punge so me analysis ne situation ta study so na analyze so me ko ne kan so so the kumna na planning ko ne so so the kumna na Hini hakma calculation ko susui punite problem solving come easily kani ko situation akhat nai migan ko condition akhat nai migan ko problem solving skills ane kani ko masusui ye to hini wene analytical logical potential nai mi pangruna can complete calculation in my head without the use of without using calculator, without using pen and paper ni oma kane calculation to skills ne kane se sui the to where na working on computer spreadsheet or database rewarding computer to spreadsheet ka data entries na database pang ko ne kane ta me ko kuma interest na ye to where mi pang ne na as a students mi panghai analytical logical potentials rena dominance mi panghai kana utapana to na public debate competition ko gazawo to tekne interest na ni tong the storytelling hong paro to tekne interest na ni tong ram kai community ke kombo to ke kani kha puzzle recurring games panghai kana khang kana enjoy sap ne he to we as a students as students na lungthao mi ko ne kana why puzzle recurring games pang na gai ni did sometimes did you play Sudoku games at the end of your at the back pages of your copy kuma Sudoku games in ni puzzle games pang ramage to chess pelo mai ko mai or ramage cubic cube tong pelo mi tong nai ni he ko mai ko mai he pang ta ka khan they need lots of reasoning to play that game, yes or no? Kuma students bang hai kuma kaneu hai calculation ko ka enjoy supnete analysis ko enjoy supnete planning ka problem solving skills kaneu ko nai the kumna na kaneu hai cubic ko apply ni panthe spell b ko apply ni panethe ramage to chess plop mai ko apply ni panethe ramage to kaneu puzzle requiring kuma ka khat lana puzzles games pang ta kaneu enjoy supne to we students pang ne if in case you are a student of this type, nang putong intelligence zo ka gai mai the to wait te latos mi pang he lat so mi ko interest na hak la ni tong ram the kani pi ka khat me ko kum su mi pang khe te lo ko he ko me te ta boi tong career ko nang chu su da no puni bo scientists exactly pure scientists pang nang scientists ne to scientists not in the political scientists ne political science or scientists among my not a politician scientist ne committee ke ho nang pure scientists pang asuni to yes you need to have this analytical logical potential next career pa ina nai the tang tho na gai he khano khalo analytical logical potential na students na gai kon the pi te khadla. What about engineer? Agam mi pang ni engineer sam ni mi hota na gai ni. Yes, anyone among here who wants to become an engineer? Engineer ni lots different type of engineers: mechanical engineer, civil engineer, electrical engineer, software engineer, computer engineer. Ta to computer tong branch ni sren mi tong dete. Kum ko tha ko my engineer suni mai. Engineers you need to have this analytical logical potential. If you do a psychometric test, psychometric test way to make a way exam type of nang tong intelligence at the dominance of both make a psychometric test maksane katina nang analysis to nang analyze solana nang tong self awareness skills ka to wait na akang mitong potential to kumanay ma type of especially 10 9 10 11 12 ko na bangay me pangta. Kumait wait analytic reason scientist example yes scientist is one engineer is one what about if you want to work in a banking sectors ko tanim panghaya kagena ni maksao yes nang banking tong exam nang ngan dai thau na class 10 12 nang tong graduation loi mitang class 12 kul tang la na engineering suniye te nang patong intelligence nai mitowe ramgeta banking tong exam thoni to nang mitong intelligence nai mitowe ramgeta a detective tong khota gut ni te nang mitong intelligence nai mitowe ramgeta te nang scientist yes so committee koma mite suniye te nang mitong intelligence nai mitowe intelligence no career pa ina nai da committee ke relate to my comments so my pangta akuma sona ba mitong te so are you clear with this analytical logical intelligence yes okay committee te let's go to next intelligence. We call it as special intelligence. Next, number 3, SPATIAL. special intelligence mi tong lam ko kate na ko ma sala pne ko mai pu pang ko ne ai ko ma focus lo ni special intelligence pang hai ko bot ke ta laso mi kha linguistic ko ke ni laso mi ko ka ni wa su sui mang mai bam nu the mi no pang ni ta we lyric po mi public speaking ko puto subject ko puto ka ni we interest mang mai bam nu we ram ngai ti ta so da mi kan ko maths science sung subject ko ke ni ta analytical logical intelligence rap mak te mi tho ka ni we su sui mang mai bam nu the ko me ti ke mi no pa su sui me ko bot ke visualization ka ni ko ideas akat mental picture akat nai me ko ta reality ko phung pang me ko mai ka ni ko creative su me pa ina nai to mi no pang hai special intelligence na me pang hai kane wa visualization ko su sui the kuma kane visualize mental pictures la ko me te kane reality ko phung pang me tong potential hai pu no pang ko nai pne kumle na kane wa colors and design ko interest nai pne the coloring designing painting and as a students me gan ka ta you would probably love to draw you would probably love to paint ni painting, drawing, coloring, designing mi pang ko kane interest nai pune the kumna na ta we this nang liu kai ko ta rearranging the room is fun for me nang kai tong room setting ta asaya kai tong sofa thang lau do ko kai tong curtain color same curtain the color khana mi tak ma thang ba mi pang khang and a special potential special intelligence na mi students pang khong they will feel bored I find this color is boring to panuang pune se kane khong tho the design akhana nai ba mo ko ta kane utong kane design akakote same thing over and over again kane kong boring so mane te kane kong interest ni tong amake kumeti ke students me gan ko kombo te ko kane maths angko putha science putha english putha subject social science putha ko ko tin son mai bam no we kumeti ke kane kong intelligence na me kombo te ke kane ko painting so my artistic so my designing so me ko so to kumna na with my little experience at tamang long ko bam da me gan ko students kan sa hai and painting competition so me gan ko ram ge te drawing competition so megan ka can you repaint so metia can you art can you tong painting work the za megan ka very artistic very excellent ne can you so to kumna megan ka students ka sa pang as a career counselor koma interact so megan ka so what do you want to do in life so megan ka they want to become an artist they want to become a painter they want to pursue the higher studies in all this fine arts can you studies so kai to but many parents unfortunately they feel that this is not important ne pipu pang to mi tong drawing ko hi hai ba magang magai nang tong designing ko susui ba magang magai tutna pipu pang students kan sa ta discourage mi tong students they come encounters way and before I come back to Tamanglong okay I tao to Tamanglong tong one sub center ko kuma counselors na bamdap tong the but then before I move back to Tamanglong ni I work as a career counselor in KV and also in JNV for 7 years. I in Falk Obama. I JNV KV Kinja Vidalaya school counselors na 7 years ako ma talong mi tong the mang long wang the mak mi kan ko. He ko bigan ko parents tong pressure he ne pa ida ko ma encounters we students pang ta. Kalam tu students pang tong intelligence the bai na students pang tani mi tong line ko ta supportive so lamang mi parents kan sa ni nai to. Kumna na kanu bhai to ko kan mai kai no hai susui mage science susui mage te me thai tan tan science ko nim lau mai ko mai ramage te arts learning de to this ni science ko nim lau mai ko mai ramage te mi tong problem he ne ko encounter so te ta ko mi artistic su hak nga kani tong career mi tong line ko ta designing ko mi ka painting ko mi ka kani tong career he pursue su ni to so ni kani parents ang hai to important job mage to na kani no ning mi ko te tatlaw mangla na kani ning mi ko na pressure so my parents kon sa ne encounter so mi na but I want to tell you that this is also an intelligence that God has given for you ni ragwa ani tong intelligence ko wen ta ai so kai ka mi tong intelligence pang so kai te pani de kan sa na he mi tong intelligence pang ta thauku mi tho intelligence ko goi na re nai dut mi ni nai ta those are very lucky one those are very special one and we call it as a gifted child psychologists and some pang re na tun azo pang dong ba my parents pang dong ba me pang re ni thai pane that we call it as a gifted child pang ho mi tong so kai ka mi tong intelligence ko ko ita nai dut pani de kan tong IQ check check sa megan ko ne kane tong IQ he ko makao pune ti time go mi tong average students bang ko roi ko me to ki commonly sa me tho ani common sa me khatho mi tong out of all this intelligence ani kong dominance mai ram ge te mi ding ko te ma gain sam ra me ra mang mai nang khau hai ge gal mai hai re kai mai te na ye te tong ko me te mi tong gai mai mi tong intelligence ko ta nang tong career ka sem tho to me te ko sa lo ni mi tong ta ko me te nang tong intelligence sa mi tong te nai te mi tho nang tong career sa na pursue sa mi kan ko te nang enjoy sa ne te nang excel sa ngam ne te sa lo mi tong are you clear with this special intelligence ko me te like yes career ha te boy tong career ha choose no pune bo yes can be a designer tang ho can be a building architect exactly building architect sunu thay designer sunu thay artist sunu thay yes you can be a photographer ne you can be a craft designer you can be a printing technologist you can be an animation designer you can be a cartoonist career appai na nai da ani now we are very focused in the traditional sumetong career doctors engineers UPSC exam civil service exam bank officers mi pangat resabum tinde make a special intelligence or dominance may pang na career na ida tanang ni animation movie pang enjoy sunisuma. Yes, I just recently I got married ni. Kuma I mi mang mi da ka aside kum rina to ani kuma kai kun suna duan me tong thai mi hu ka when I was with my parents home in my parents home apui knai dang ko bamba mi dang ka we have three young cousin sister pang cousin brothers pang kan thum high school kuna ba me no pang kum bam duang la wa bam duang la me kan ko this all these three kids they love this animation movie animate on character the painting so punit animation to movie pa ina kaneu kahawe mi pang hai nang animation tong designer suniye tu tai nang cartoonist suniye tu tai you need to have this special intelligence ne special intelligence na mi pang tro putong career pang chu sunu we tam tak masalam ni tong tai yes we'll go to the next we call it as putong intelligence song portion hai loi lang mu gai pung hai ne just few more intelligence koma another intelligence we call it as personal intelligence. Personal intelligence so may intelligence ko zar khare to we me kyo kombo to ke mi pang hene kalu lunga masai tong behavior understands human behavior masai gang khatong behavior ta gento lo thaye to we kalu lunga masai gang khatong moods masai gang khatong feelings sa ko sensitive so eta asaya at sir principal katina mai shi ma iso kataga mai sai nunga nang mai lani o sai atong classes sai katina ko mai iso o sai apui kana apu sai ko mai iso very sensitive to the moods and the feelings of others ne but mahausana haini intelligence akhade to we ramage te kana mansai kan khatung human behavior sa kana understand sunga me kumina mang mai kumai ke minu khaw ga mitong intelligence ko ga me mansai kana personal interaction tani kahaweta one to one personal interaction kahawe kumna na so great deals of empathies for others ni mansai gang khata nzial lo thai mi tong feelings na kalulung ko ga ye to mi pang hai kombo to ke lakang ke mansai gang khat akai lung si ro mi bam nu de nang lungren ro mi kai ko bam nu de ke lung si mi ta haw mangan ko as kan lung si le zo thai ta nzi ma haw sa na nzial lo thai ma ram nge te naw sunu mai den ro na ba mi ta haw mangan ko ko lunga nzial lo ngam ma heko many me hene intelligence akhade to kumla na me pang hai kombo to ke something very beautiful about this intelligence is they can manage and they have a good leadership skills kani managerial sunga metong potential ni nai ta kani ko management sunga metong they manage and lead people well ne mansai tani ko ma manage sunga me ko ma leadership skills ni nai to kalam to mansai gang khat tong individual tong problem de kani ko ma sensitive to they understand so they come the megan ko kani in a leader managerial position ko ba megan ko kani leadership position ko ba megan ko they can be a good leaders and they can be a good manager ni kumla na kani ko managerial position leadership skills ni ga ye to na ga ye to kumi te mi hai is anyo lakang the students pang let's take an example in a family lang asa yan tuan ke test na he to lako just let's take an example a situation let's pick up one situation say tomorrow you have a science test and you come back home you come back to school saying that oh aside on science on exam hai as science on test akan na sila report maka because last night my mom is not feeling well apoy ka khangsi na apoy ta ka khangsi mitong simray sa takang kurena ale report nak mga hena ng school wang kang as ali wa aside tong science on test exam thosui na tholaw make example so you start sharing this problem to your friends and your friends said some of your friends will be very least bothered ni nung tong problem nang kang to serious hang robam to kumay kinang pamipul dito very least bothered but there are some friends nang tong problem to ro megan ko yesterday I came back I thought I will study for this test already pon he na ba mitong he tike unfortunately my father came drunk apu zang bona wanga it create lots of problem in the family so I cannot study. You share that problem to your friends and your friends feel the pain. Yeah, I understand. Might not be very easy for you. As nang reponi mita ko ma discuss khot me disturb so megan ko. Yeah, I understand. Again to nang rindo hagbam ka ne. But there are some people who are Mansay kang kata sympathy su kalulung ako ma sympathy su tatmay zia lo time nae to ni haini it's also one of the intelligence maybe nang ko mitong zian mai kadang mai hai galma to thai mitong characteristic pang to zaula na nang career he choose no we tam tene salam mitong ko may tite to dong career he choose no pune bo nang khaw mitong characteristic pang la mai mitong quality pang hanae to thai to dong career choose sunu pani bo nang man sai kang nang sang khatun zia lo thai me nai to man sai kang khat ka dal lo thai me nai to mi dong feelings nang kau gai to yes you can be a psychologist counselor exactly yes tang ka counselor na maga profession pa ina nai da career pa ina nai de. You can be a career counselor, you can be a psychologist, you can be a counselor of any discipline, any field of counselors. So, counselor tong liner among my counseling tong liner among my. What about to work in any of the medical profession? Yes. What if you want to become a nurse? You will be a wonderful nurse. Yes or no? Nang putong kindness ram gate nang mansay kang kata sympathy sumay understand sunga mitong problem hai na megan mitong quality hai na you will be a wonderful nurse yes or no and someone says that to be a teacher you need to have a good linguistic potential yes in the beginning of the session someone said yes that's true but it is more important if you have this personal potential. Now, personal potential na if you become a teacher, then you will be a wonderful teacher. Yes or no? Yes or no? See, let me just give an example. Student azo pangni ko manay na bangko ne. Kung may akma example kana ne kum salaw niye. Let's take the example of the teachers who will be teaching the primary students. Who will be teaching this nursery, pre-nursery students pangta. Binni me azo pangta. Ramate primary students pangta binni me azo pangta. Let's take an example. Primary means na below 5. Kung mitong class 5 below pang lamte 5 and below pang tan samni mitong azo pang ta language lang what na classroom ko tala so sui na English the po sui na ra magayte nang tong class communication so sui me the important ni kung magayte with a loving kindness that motherly nature motherly love na me to importance to deal with the small students yes. Motherly care and love is far more important than those linguistic potential. Yes or no? So, if you choose a career to be a teacher, then if you have this personal potential and along with it, if you have a linguistic potential, you will be a great teacher and you will be a wonderful teacher. Zo kan sa pangren ani tong problem the raw megan ko understand sulaw megan ko ani aspu azota classroom ko tagona lecturer susuit na he is a good teacher to magdenge ni students who can connect the heart of the students who can touch the heart of the students that we feel that he or she is a wonderful teacher yes or no. Yet, if you are to be in the teaching profession, if you have personal potential, you can choose to be a teacher, or you can choose to be in the nursing profession, or you can choose to be in any of the health sector. health sector how to megan ko it's not only a doctor might be a nutritionist might be a dietitian might be kuma hai ko mitong kum soni na medical tuang health sector ko good ka mi ka gwai tene mitong personal potential na mi pangrina career to choose a way to wait I think it will be a wonderful place. Let me just give an example again. Let's take an example of nurse. Ni ding ko nurse ni bama minay no way there are some nurse wonderful. Kani tong smiling face poses so mina sini ani kong we feel that healing, we feel that warmness. Ni hospital wang mi ani ko to bui chuna wang tong sao. Ani khang si chuna ani kong problem kha thunai to na wang tong hena ni. Wang mi gan ka there are some nurse very kind, very sensitive. Poses wearing this smiling, putting this smiling face, and it's a great sumegan ka. The way they give injection, kum sonina very peace, very very tender, very caring. Kum sumetong nurse ni naitene. There are some nurse, unfortunately, when we come to the hospital, little aggressive, yeah, little rude. The way they give injections, zit mabang may patient injection tipne to message so sweet malana just there are some nurse are very literally rude. Ne, it encounters in suma. So if you choose nursing profession as your career, then you will be a wonderful nurse. But if you choose nursing profession as for a job, do you see the difference here? The difference is high. Job is something that which you do just for the sake of being paid. Right after your class 12, you feel, oh, nursing ay tan migan ko at kung atong employment ay kumatan pangzai panite government tung ta pangmasani private tung ko pangzai panite tumitong motive ko tretare to wait to your nursing skills right it job ko line up sabam nuina ne. But if you choose that nursing profession as per your interest, as per your ability, as per your personality, I'm telling you, you will be a wonderful nurse. And nang tong tan ko tani enjoy so panite nang mansay to root ni suni ni tong ram nang tong tan de ko very calm and very peaceful ko nang educate sungam panite ni. Clear? Got the difference of what is job and career? Yes. Ko may tite kamp mitong potential ha kay dalo ko ni. May tite physical mechanical potential to eh. Kuma career gan sa rina to. Career gan sa rina ni. There's some career and itong physical body that pa ina demand sa itong career ni gan sa na ita. Ta so kay kam itong intelligence pang kata member so kay kanay tig ako mo putong intelligence pang makum di sa to na ma me students gan sa ni na bambuni. May tite nang khang ho thakop me khang to physical karena nang khameni bambam nu the. Career gan sa to physical pa ina demand sa itong career na ya mi ke to bui bo to mi kan nang tong physical well being ta pa ina demand sa tong se nang career choose ni mi kan kha mi ke to bui tong career pani bo nang tong physical being ta pa ina demand sa mai. Yes, nang sportsman. Now, if you want to be an athlete, if you want to be a sports person, nang physical being important to say. Today, we stuck in the traffic might be for 10 to 15 minutes because asa ihay ati tuang territorial army tuang rest bam gayini. Might be because of that, they detain it. Gari ta matakhat 10 to 15 minutes matakhatang the detain so see nang kometong army territorial army ka active service ko guniye to nang physically nang healthy sa metote physically fit sa metote na ni. Kung maget career kan sa arena, let's take an example of that. Nang choreographer ko may nang singer ko may suniye today. Yung tong physical being tapay na importance ito. Let's take the example of singer. Singer so may nang tong vocal is something again to do with our physical ni. Nang tong vocal gamit ito te. Nang football player suniye today ni nang physical demanding so may tong career pay na ni na ye. Career kan sa ito ni tong physical being tapay na demands way tam dirne ko masalam itong te. And we call it as physical mechanical potential to way. Kumaitite mechanical, let's take the word of mechanical. Kumaitite students gan sa kang to mechanical potential hani ko manay ra minay tang. Mikyo kumbo to kani mechanics tong line tong mechanics tong training heta toy mga. mechanics song training hata thwai mage committee ke kalulunga kani ko mechanical skills hai ko manai rap tuang kalulunga kani mechanics song ideas hai ko manai rap tuang hai ko be pang dorena mechanical song line ko tanang tong careers na choose the ho to tong ai ni ken to bam dai committee kani re company bo to megan ko kani ho mechanical skills kani ko nai pani the kumna understanding machines equipment and tools how the machine works how this equipment work how these tools work how to fix it hai ka goi ha kani training ta thoi da maksane man sai kan sa khong mechanical skills na ye nai mini na ye to this is also one intelligence committee nang mutung intelligence pang khawa nang ani ko ni tong problem de kum tong se nang mechanical ko nang susui ka na ito as putong area ho an sam da magsinu hida nakada dek mutong line ta ni pagod me ko mai kum ne ko magsaw susui mitong line nang kalulunga allow ko susui ma thao mitong line ko ta nang tong careers na pursue sa way te nang success ni me te tho nang ilai pune the khani nang tong interest na pune the nang enjoy sa pune the te tong ai kumete ke ani career chu so me gan ko wa man sai gan career thukum bam the ngang career kum bam the mera mitung thiak lai luai mini gai de te ke mitru no ho lai luai bam ani lai luai na pai nan sam ku tong thai kumete ke ni zeleng rong me pang to lo kha zeleng rong ba mate ani tong community he to na lunga ba me pang kha ani ko success me hai ta wai ni tong kai ning kai gai mai ni tong neighborhood pang ta so me gan kha kau mi ta pu then ta mi ta pu the ni lai tang am ge na ni ko mi tong nai tinge ani tong success tong percentage ha zaw mi kan ka ko mi zang ko na me ra mi thiak lai luai mi te kan suang nang ko inborn so mi tong gift nang ka ti lau mi tong intelligence ta to bui te a kha ti lau bu tu so to mi te ani identify so na mi kha ta career so na ka siam kho to mi te ma salau ni mi tong the so are you clear with all this ko mi te physical mechanical ka career choose so ni mi te thai ni so nang if you want to become an active service ko ne nang physically fit so me to the na athletes so ne thai sports players so ne thai ram get to mechanical tong so me gan ka if you want to become a civil engineer automobile engineer ram get to mechanical engineer hai pang ko physical trainer hai pang hai nang mechanical tong skills na physically nang healthy so way te mi tong career pang hai chu sunu the tam ta kom salo da mi tong pe 15 minutes at ma lo hian thai kom sene pa tong intelligence pang hai kom loi lo ni me jang krena knowing that I'm taking much time kom ai te kom sana bam te na the repeating for the last time hai pang hai intelligence padai 5-6 intelligence ay so kai kam ko ta to be tong intelligence ko ta akhangai mai bo to me ko ta nang ne careers na su tho community some students who are very serious about knowing this career then you can contact me for a psychometric test there where we can take a test through online ko ne kom sunu de there but if you ever visited Tamanglong nang ne Tamanglong nak me tong nai te I have my career counseling center ne pathfinder career counseling center hai very close to Tong Baptist Church just very close to the church complex because ni atong career counseling center so ni nai that anyone can drop in and you can take the test ko magnange te you can contact me might be through WhatsApp or whatever and we can arrange some mechanism where we can take the test students but this test is eligible only for the students of class 9